As far as who needs a criminal defense attorney, the answer is anybody charged with the crime. I see people walk into court without an attorney and they're young and they have no prior criminal history, and the state attorney says, well, judge, we can just offer, a slap on the wrist or, a fine or something. And the person says, well, great. So the person does it. Well, they walk out of court with a criminal conviction at that point that follows them for the rest of their life. Whereas if they had just consulted with an attorney, such as myself, I could work something out with the state to have the charge dismissed or go to diversion or something that's going to protect them from having a criminal record for the rest of their life. So whether you're facing prison or it's just a first-time charge, there's always a need for an attorney. When charged with a crime, clients are usually scared. They're scared what it's going to do to their family. They're scared that they're going to lose their job, and they're scared of the unknown. If they sit down and they talk to me, I can take away a lot of that fear because I can tell them what they're going to expect. A lot of times I can tell you right out of the gate if you're even facing jail, and you just see the weight lift off of their shoulders. The other benefit is you really don't need to go to court if you hire me, because I can waive your presence and then I take care of the court hearings until I need you to go to court, which is huge. You're able to go to work. We kind of take care of all your court experience until we need you. So if a client comes in and they're guilty, a criminal defense attorney is going to be able to help mitigate it, meaning reduce the severity of it somehow. And that's very common. So for example, if someone's charged with a third-degree felony, you can work to possibly get it reduced to a misdemeanor. If they're charged with a more serious felony that requires prison, for example, you can work with the state attorney to have the charge reduced. That's a huge benefit to the client. The cost to meet with us for a criminal case initially is nothing. So there's free consultation. They're going to be treated with respect. It doesn't matter if you have a long criminal history or you have no criminal history. There's just no judgment. I'm going to bat for you, that you are my client and that I'm going to do everything it takes to advocate on your behalf. And if we're in trial, there's no question. They're going to see me cross-examine the state's witnesses. They're going to see me call my witnesses, and they're going to see me zealously advocate for them. Clients that have hired larger out-of-county firms will tell me that they will hire one attorney and another attorney will show up to court, and then another attorney will show up to a deposition, and yet another attorney will show up to a trial, which is terrifying to the client because the client doesn't know this lawyer. And so the advantage you're going to have here is that if you hire me, you're going to talk to me and only me. The first thing I'm going to do is look and see who the state attorney is. And so it's important to kind of get to know those lawyers. And certainly I've got relationships with the older attorneys that have been there for a while. And same thing with the judges. And I'm going to call them and ask them, what your direction is on the case. It could be a very serious charge, but based on the facts, maybe doesn't really need that, harsh of a sentence or a harsh of a approach from the state attorney's office. And that's huge for my client because they're going to know almost immediately whether they're facing a huge fight, which we'll do, or whether or not the state's not going to take such a hard approach to the case. And again, just knowing that for the client is going to make them feel better. Same thing with the judges. If you know your judge and you know what you're getting into and you know the kind of rulings you're going to expect from your judge, again, that's something that you could tell the client so they at least know what to expect. And if you can take the unknown out of a criminal case like that for the client, it's going to give them peace of mind.